Yo, yo, we back. So we gotta talk about this Sheduer Sanders situation one more time, man. One more, because it's a lesson that can be learned throughout this, and nobody's paying attention to this situation because they keep making it. Ain't really too much to learn about a race conversation. We already know what that is. You know what I mean? Know what that is, y'all. Ain't no lesson in that. And it's a lesson in this situation. It's a lot that can be learned. It's a lot that can be learned through this situation. What you're doing, Sanders and Deion Sanders and the whole situation. Brand name what it is. But everybody want to make it about race, and it's like, yo, what's the lesson? Making this conversation about race, right? What's the lesson in it? Like, it's a valuable lesson in this, man. And it's entitlement. It's entitlement, man. His draft stock plummeted because of entitlement, man. Go back and watch his interviews. Like, yo, all you gotta do is go back and watch his combine interviews, watch all his interviews. And then you factor that in with his stats. So he got padded stats. Like, yo, the whole office was geared around showcasing his talent. It's not going to be like that in the NFL. He got to share the stage. Colorado was his stage that his father created for him. Yo, when you evaluating a person or a player, yo, you gotta look at all factors, everything that play a role in it. His father coaching him, the fact that he never had no real competition to fight for a position, all of that plays a role. The arrogance, the entitlement, padded stats. Yo, the starting running back for Colorado had 300 yards. Enough said. He had 300 yards, man, for the season, man. 300 yards, y'all. How many, what was it, 14 games in college? 13, 12? How many games is in college football? 12 or 13? Something like that? The man is 1-8 against winning opponents, against winning teams. 1-8. All of this stuff plays a role. Like, yo, he ain't with yo. I hope he have a great career. Yo, but to sit back and act like it was all about race, it's pointless. That's a frivolous. That's a mute point. It's a dead end conversation. Nothing can be learned from it, and a lot can be learned from this, yo. Entitlement, man. Deion Sanders made his son feel like he was the gift to the NFL. And it's cool if he actually had the resume to back it up. He don't have the resume. And then people wanna relate him to Baker Mayfield or Johnny Manziel. Both arrogant, both cocky, both entitled. But guess what? They both was Heisman Trophy winners. They both won. Sheduer Sanders didn't win anything. What's up, Jay? The fuck you been at, Jay? Been asking about you, man. You ain't been trolling in a while. Oh, so it's 12 games. Yeah, like, yo, people, and it's like, yo, people going so hard with this shit. And like I said, it's something that can be learned through this, yo. Deion Sanders, it's Deion Sanders' fault. If you notice, Shiloh just fired him as his manager. Well, I don't know if he fired him, but he going a different direction with his for his management. His father, man. Deion Sanders thought his kids was Like he want Sheduer to be like him, and Sheduer ain't got the resume for him to be carried like that. So he taught him a lesson, and it was a lesson that needed to be taught because somebody was going to teach him. Yo, one thing about this, right? I always tell you about my kids. Yo, if you don't teach your kids certain lessons, somebody's going to teach them. Straight up and down. Somebody's going to teach them, man. Your kids out here going around hitting on other kids and shit like that and getting away with it. It's going to come a time when somebody is going to teach your child a lesson that you should have taught them years ago. And that's what the fuck happened. That's all that happened. That's all that happened. Motherfuckers, yo, that should be pissing me off, yo, because we're not looking at the situation correctly. Most people aren't viewing the situation correctly. They're looking at his stats, yo. His stats are padded. Those are padded stats. Oh, he 80% completion rate. Yo, from what I understand, yo, they throw bubble screens. You know what I mean? They throw bubble screens and shit. Little pass to the running back. Little slant routes. You know, his father he designed a system to showcase his son's talent. But how many other kids, nobody thinks about that. How many other kids didn't get a shot because Deion Sanders chose to put his son on a motherfucking pedestal? Nobody want to talk about that though. Ain't nobody even explored that. Nobody even explored that avenue. Yo, shorty will be alright. Some valuable ones. Not in the program. What the hell you talking about, Jay? And it's fucked up, yo, because Deion Sanders should have told that boy. His father should have told him these lessons. Yo, you not bigger than the team. You ain't bigger than the program. Like I told y'all, if that was my son, I'd have benched him twice, at least, throughout the season. Just cause. I'd have benched his ass just cause he need to know what it feel like to get benched and come back stronger. Yo, when you coaching your child, yo, you gotta be harder on them than other kids. Because the other kids is already thinking he getting preferable treatment. So you gotta show them how. No. I'm actually treat him worse. I'm gonna make sure he worked twice as hard as everybody. Not give him positions. That man was given a position at Colorado. Didn't bring nobody in to challenge him. He did a press conference, yo, here's y'all new quarterback. Without no interviews, without no other recruits to come in and challenge him for that position. More than likely, he did him like that his whole life. Then he designed a pass-friendly offense where the running back is going to be non-existent. And then told the world, we just having a hard time running the ball. Fuck no. That you don't want to run the ball because it ain't about running the ball. It's about showcasing your son. In the NFL, when you evaluate a person, you take all of that in consideration. Then he goes in the interview rooms and he talk like he Tom Brady with 6 fucking Super Bowls already, and he ain't got shit. He don't have nothing. No hardware, no jewelry, nothing. Like, yo, come on, man, yo, we gotta keep it real one day, y'all. Gotta keep it real one day. Now, can he be something? Yeah, he could. But he gonna have to work. That's why they put him on Cleveland. They got 5 quarterbacks. Now we can see if you're really good. How are you with another quarterback breathing down your back? How is Sheduer Sanders going to be with the pressure when he got pressure? When he got Joe Flacco, who a 15-year vet, or whatever year he in. You got Deshaun Watson, who a vet. You got Kenny Pickett, vet. Now let's see if Sheduer can play quarterback in the NFL, where his father not the coach, and he don't get preferable treatment. Like, yo, niggas be pissing me off, yo. You got all these fuck boys. Everybody be so quick to do that, and it's like, yo, every scene, you know, I do it, but this not that. This not that. This not race. This is entitlement. And the only reason it got to this because Deion Sanders ain't fucking teaching. Exactly, Robert. Like, yo, come on, bro. Keep that shit real. Exactly. Deion sold his son a dream. He sold his son a dream like he was the best thing. You my son. You a gift to the NFL. You can pick your team. And he didn't have the resume. And even when people talk about Johnny Manziel and Baker Mayfield, look how quick they got rid of Johnny Manziel. Look what happened to Baker Mayfield his first couple years. Treated him bad. Treated him bad, man. Benched him. Hella times. Been a backup quarterback for years before he got back to being a starter. But the most important factor, and when you weighing all three of these guys, is Manziel and Baker Mayfield was Heisman Trophy winners. Didn't Baker Mayfield win the motherfucking... not Baker, that was Manziel. Which one of them won the national championship? One of them won the national championship, didn't he? Which one of them won the national championship, y'all? Just saying, yo, people gotta keep it real, yo. Shorty he ain't that good, yo. At least, I mean, we don't know yet. Can't say he ain't that good. He hasn't proven himself. He hasn't proven himself to be who his character says he is. Yo, you always go lose like that, yo. He overvalued. Played this hand. He overplayed this hand, man. Deion overplayed this hand. Your son ain't done nothing to be considered. To think he can pick his team. That's what I'm saying, Ray. If he's not an SEC quarterback, then what the fuck is he? Is he an NFL quarterback? I think he got a lot of work to do. I think he got a lot to prove. And him coming felt like he is proven. That was his biggest mistake. He came in like he was proven already. Like, I could see if he won a national championship. What, he was 8th in Heisman voting? Wasn't he 8th? He wasn't in top 5 Heisman voting. Man was 8th. Then he had the best quarterback. He had the best receiver in the league. Cleveland don't got the best receiver in the league. It's a lot of teams that don't got the best receiver in the league. Y'all see some of them catch Travis Hunter was catching? What's up, Desi? I'm just saying, making this conversation about race loses the bigger point. It loses the bigger message. It loses the bigger message. And the bigger message is, yo, when you got kids and you raising them right, yo, you gotta, it's a thin line. Yo, we talk about it all the time. Yo, it's a thin line between raising your kids right and doing too much for them. It's a thin line, yo. And, as a parent, you got to try to navigate them waters. Deion Sanders crossed the line into entitlement, into privilege, into him thinking the world revolves around him. That's what Deion Sanders did. And I'm not saying he a bad father. I'm just saying he fell. He fell flat with that. He fell flat with that. A lot of parents do that. Want to provide the best life for their children. Then their children get out there on their own and they don't know how to survive. You got to put them in survival situations. When you raising them right. When you raising them right, you got to put them in survival situations. If you don't do it, the world will do it for you. That's the biggest fucking lesson in this situation, that all these niggas that speak for the community ain't saying shit about, because they making it about race and they missing a bigger point. If you don't put your kids in survival situations, when you raising them right, the world will do it for you. Do that make sense to people? Did I say it clearly, or did it did the connection fuck up? Because people need to hear that. Now that's what the fuck happened. The world did it. The NFL did it. You got this boy thinking he the best thing that ever came to the NFL. You know what kind of players we seen? Who the fuck he think he is? He can dictate where he going. Nah, hell no. Nah. Yo, we done seen situations, y'all, where the NFL done overlooked shit. Laramie Tunsil. Remember Laramie Tunsil? Remember on draft night? Laramie Tunsil father posted a motherfucking picture, a video of his son smoking weed. Y'all remember that? Did I hurt his draft stock? No. Those still went top 10. Still went top 10 in Miami Dolphins. The Ravens just drafted a dude in the 3rd round. Saw allegations out on him. Know why? Know why he still got drafted in the 3rd round? Because his talent said he was a 1st round pick. Yeah, Mike, exactly. Thanks, Shy. Sheduer Sanders he don't have the resume, y'all. Like, yo, niggas is like, yo, like I said, yo, it's so much that can be learned. For these people that got large followings, yo, it is so much that can be learned through this situation that parents can learn from. This is a serious learning situation for parents. Be careful, y'all. Be careful. Doing too much, you're going to raise a Sheduer Sanders. They think the world revolves around him. They think the world revolves around him. And it don't. It never did. Yeah, it's really not about Sheduer Sanders. You're right. It's more about Deion. It's really about Deion. Oh, shit, I got order already. God damn, anyways, no time. Hold on, let me see something. Yeah, we don't typically get order as soon as I get in this motherfucker. But yeah, yo, it's bigger. It's bigger. Like we losing. We losing. We losing the importance of the conversation, y'all, by making it about race, y'all. Everybody want to raise their kids to be better than them, and that's cool. But you still, yo, when you raising, like if you coming from a fucked up environment, and you raising your kids, and they not in a fucked up environment, and you know that they're not going to experience obstacles you went through, you got to create them bitches for them. You got to create them for them. It's way easier that way. You gotta actually create obstacles for your children, man. I know that might sound crazy to some people, but I'm telling you, it works. Deion Sanders did the opposite. He made it too easy for him. I fucking lost my black and miles yesterday, man. He made it too easy for him. Can't even see y'all. Fucking bright as shit up this bit. Put some music on. Can't play music on YouTube. I don't know if I'm buying no food today. Yeah, though, y'all. That's really all the message. Hey, we ain't even had to make this live. I'm just watching people seriously mischaracterize or misjudge the situation, and they doing it to thousands of people, and they misleading. Even if it is about race, right? Every conversation can deserve multiple different layers. You know what I mean? You can take it multiple different ways. And making it about race adds nothing to the conversation. There's so much more you can make out of this conversation. Oh, there go my black mouse. There's so much more you can make out of this situation than just making this shit about race. That shit ain't even cold. This shit ain't fucked up. Damn, yeah. I get off at 12 o'clock, bro. 2 to 2. 2. But yeah, though, y'all gotta spread the message, man. Y'all get the real message out there, y'all, because parents, like I said, this is a lot. Parents can learn from this. Sometimes, y'all, like I said, but you can only do this if you're raising your kids right. If you ain't raising them right, that shit ain't gonna work. But if you raising your kids right, you're an active parent, yo, you got. Like, you know how much shit my kids ain't been through that I done been through at their age? They probably couldn't even survive, man. But I make sure I put obstacles in their way just to see how they adjust to them. But that's the thing, though. You gotta explain it to them as well. You can't just put obstacles in their way and don't explain to them what's going on. You gotta also explain to them what you did, why you did it, afterwards. Yo, a lot of rich people make that mistake with their kids, doing too much for them. You know, if I was Deion Sanders, all he probably did was make his son work. I know he worked the shit out of him, but that's only half the battle. work the shit out of him, and you put obstacles in his way. And you make him fall a few times. On purpose. That's where he went wrong at. That's where the entitlement came from. That's where him thinking he was God's gift to the NFL came from. He thought he was his father. Shit, my dad did it. My dad was real cocky. Shit, I can do it too. I'm Sheduer saying this. I'm part 2 of the saga. Yo, but let me knock this call out. Yo, we gonna go live a little later. Once I get some time for real. I gotta fucking call these people. Get on this motherfucking road. Check this goddamn truck out. Make sure everything. I'm out.